Here I'm looking at doing a quad laloon. The reason I chose that composition for this base is because you could see that the ADs are all in pretty much a square formation. They cover the entire base. That makes it, or could make it easy to do some kind of a rotational surgical type of loon deployment. Now my thought was, where do I draw from? Because with a quad laloon you have to draw, and I'm thinking I could draw from up in this area, but I was afraid there might be some Teslas out here. Also could draw from here. I'd be going up against the haste, or rather the sweeper, but a haste could push the loons in the range of the CC, but it would be a little complex with the double defenses there, with the splash damage on the whiz tower. I'd probably need more loons than I want to use. Down here on the south, it's just too far away. The west, you're going against the sweeper again. So the best bet is somewhere between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And when you're choosing where to draw the CC from, you want to choose a spot that you could create a wedge. In other words, if I come from here, from say maybe 2 o'clock, I guess, I'd be able to take out maybe this or both, and then gotta consider the direction of the sweepers. Ideally you want to come in behind the sweepers. Sometimes you can go toward or in from the front, but that's okay. I mean, it just depends. So where do I want to draw from? If I create a wedge here, I'd have to probably start here, and that's okay. The queen is in range of this air defense, not so much this one on the north, so it wouldn't be so bad. I could, start my loons here and work my way around this way. I wouldn't want to start loons here because, again, the queen doesn't reach that. Ideally you want to kill the AQA as soon as possible. So I figured my best bet is draw from the north. I wasn't sure where the loons would go from there, from the mortar, because these two defenses are they're in equal distance. Often if you drop your loons from one side or the other of the first defense, it would help guide the loons in that same direction. So if I put my loons here, there's a good chance they'll go to the mortar and then to the AD, but it's not guaranteed. They could easily come to the archer tower, or even split if I drop 4 loons, for example. So I wanted to hold my haste until I saw where, number one, are there any Teslas between the mortar and the army camp, or in front of the mortar for that matter, but I also wanted to make sure where are the loons going to go after they destroy the mortar. So I was going to use the haste at that point. Regardless if the loons kill the mortar and the archer tower and left the AD, that's still good for me because my loons will still funnel this way. If the loons went from the mortar to the AD, that's great because now I've killed an AD, one AD less to worry about. When I send in my loons from 2 o'clock, they'll go here, from here, that's okay. I'll send enough loons to cover that archer tower, but not too many because I don't want to lose them when they start coming in range of this X-bow. And so if that would have happened, I would have sent more loons for probably just around 2 o'clock to cover all of these defenses and hopefully kill that AQ. I was going to drop a rage right in this area for the pups. As soon as the first hound pup pops, the pups will attack the queen, and also they'll be backed up by a skeleton spell. And haste right in here because of the sweeper, and another haste right in here because of the sweeper. Loons will work, and hounds will work their way this way. And I figured there must be a Tesla farm right in here, so I was going to rage right in this area. I didn't expect a Tesla farm outside the walls. That threw me for a loop and caused me to make mistakes. You'll see as I start this attack. So I dropped the loons to the left of the mortar, hoping they'll go to the AD, but they did not. So they're going towards the archer tower, so I immediately dropped the haste. Archer tower will go down, draws the CC. I had minions because nowadays you see a lot